I think your voice is not audible, Tanmay. Yeah, we'll quickly get that sorted. So, how's everyone? How is your evening going? Just write it down in the chat box. We hope this session to be interactive as possible.
Hello everyone, how are you guys doing? I know we have brought you all for a Sunday evening. We all know there's a India-Pakistan Asia Cup final match in just about 20 minutes from now. But we hope to not take too much of your time, and we'll keep it as engaging as possible for everyone too. So we hope this session to be very interactive, and we want you guys to ask your queries regarding Snap, regarding SCMHRD, and we are here to answer each and every query of yours. So the folks who are watching us live, we would just need a couple of minutes before we, fix our operational issues, and then we'll be starting with the session as soon as possible.
So, guys, how is your snap prep going? I think I personally started preparing for snap around this time around. What about you, Kush?
So yeah, even I started preparing for Snap about 4 to 5 months ago, and the initial plan was to just get a hang of the concepts and then dive right into the mocks and analyze my strengths and weaknesses, and then develop my strategy around it. So I took around 4 to 5 months to prepare for it entirely.
Yeah, I do believe that this is the ideal time to start if you are trying to venture into a new form of learning. And as we're going to talk about in this session about how the structure of Snap is, and we will be giving you insights about it and more about SCMHRD as well. So I hope you are looking forward to it.
I can see someone asking what should be the plan of action if we start our Snap journey from here. So it's a very simple plan of action, a detailed one. First of all, you have to identify the topics that are the most prominent in Snap. You have to get a hang of those topics. You have to understand what are your areas of strength and what are your where can you improve. What is the room for improvement when it comes to your three sections, and then maybe you can start preparing for those particular sections, preparing for those topics, and then you can start attempting certain mocks. I believe Cracku also helps you provide those mocks before the snap test, so you can attempt those mocks. You can analyze your areas of strengths and your weaknesses as well, and accordingly build a strategy around it.
I'm pretty sure you guys must have had multiple plans this evening. We have the cricket match. Navratri is going on, so you might want to go for Garba, but you decided to attend this session. And so kudos to you and your dedication to the prep. So we will try to uh, give you as much information about the SNAP exam and SCMHRD as much as we can.
Considering it's a Sunday evening, I hope, I mean, they have so many plans to look forward to. But I can assure you guys, we won't take too much of your time. I understand it's Sunday evening and you have certain plans. So we do understand that.
Right. And I guess I'm audible, hopefully now. You guys can
Yes,
just
you are, Tanmay.
Yes, Tanmay, you're audible.
awesome, awesome. So, sorry guys for keeping you waiting for so long. Technology is not always on our side, but we'll make the most out of this opportunity. So, thank you to Cracku for giving us this platform. And without further ado, let's get started. Let's dive deep into uh, everything about Snap, about SMHRD, and we have two very interesting things coming up for you guys. So stay tuned. There are prizes involved. There are amazing opportunities involved for you to really level up your profile. So moving ahead, let's start with SMHRD, right? So a lot of you might already be aware about the Symbiosis Center for Management and Human Resources Development, but I'll just give you a quick overview as well, right? So SMHRD Pune has a legacy of over 3 decades, right? It was established in 1993, and so far it has been going very strong, and it has established itself over those 30 plus years. Now, over time, it has gained two very important accreditations as well. One is obviously the AACS, and the other one being the NBA. Now, why do accreditations matter, right? You might wonder as an aspirant. So, apart from the fact that accreditations talk a lot about the quality of the curriculum and the R&D that faculty does at the campus. Other than that, a lot of case competitions, if I talk about, say, also since I mentioned case competitions, so hold that word around. We have something interesting coming up for you. So a lot of exclusive case competitions that a lot of major brands around the world conduct, they have their eligibility criteria to a few. They're open to a few colleges, and to be eligible for those case competitions, you need to be from colleges like SCMHRD, which have these accreditations. So that's why it plays a very important role there. We'll talk about case competitions at length in a later part of the slides. Next, moving on to the wide range of specializations that we offer. So, right from in the MBA core program, we have 4 specializations: human resources, sales and marketing, finance, operations. We address all of them. Other than that, we have 2 niche programs which are really leveling up with the market, and those are business analytics and infrastructure development and management. Again, very interesting programs, and whatever you are interested to, you are aligned with. uh, SMHRD basically offers a specialization catering to the same, right? Last but not the least, SMHRD has a very student driven culture, and over 30 years obviously we have collected a lot of gems that we call alumni, and they foster a very strong industry connect. So that is about that. Moving ahead, let's talk about the batch profiles.
Thank you, Tanmay. Now that we've already covered about SCMHRD, we've spoken about the legacy of SCMHRD. I would like to touch upon the fact of the batch profile for the MBA core program. So as you can see, we have the average age of the students between 25 years to 26 years. And we have the average work experience of 11.29 months, and we have a sector-wise work experience of students coming from different sectors, coming from consulting background, e-commerce background, education sector, healthcare sector. So over here, as you can see, we have so many freshers. We have close to 45% freshers who are there in the MBA core program. So if you are a fresher, if you don't have a lot of work experience, you don't have to worry. MBA core program is the right fit for you. And obviously, you can choose from a range of specializations here, right from marketing, sales and marketing, finance, operations, and HR. Uh, Moving on to the next slide. So we'll talk about the batch profile for the MBA Business Analytics program. As you can see, we have the average age of students ranging from 27 years to 28 years. And over here, if you see, there's a slight spike in the average work experience of students because the eligibility criteria for the business analytics program is that candidate must have a minimum of 24 months of work experience. And that is the reason why we see that average work experience spike. And we have people from different sectors coming in, contributing to the cohort. We have people from the BFSI sector, from the consulting sector, FMCG, and the IT sector as well. So you get a diverse cohort. You get to learn from their experiences. You share your experiences with them, and you obviously learn a lot as a group. Moving on to the next batch profile. Right now, we have the infrastructure development and management program. So the interesting thing about this particular program is that out of close to 6,000 colleges, MBA colleges in India, only 38 offer IDM as a separate program under MBA, and SCMHRD is one of them. So if you see, the average age is again ranging from 26 years to 27 years. And over here, also the eligibility criteria is to have a minimum of a year of work experience, 12 months of work experience. And again, you have people from different sectors, from manufacturing, from the real estate sector, from the IT sector. And as we can see, the average work experience over here, it majorly lies between the range of 12 months to 23 months. So if you are interested in managing operations and supply chain of different infrastructural projects, so this program is the right fit for you. Moving on to the next slide. We'll talk about the eligibility criteria here. As I said, for the MBA core program, the only criteria is that you need to have a minimum of 50% marks in your undergraduation, in your final year graduation. And students from any stream can apply to this particular program. And you can obviously select from a range of specializations, be it sales and marketing, be it finance, be it operations, be it HR. So you learn about various business functions, and you learn from uh, your peers as well, as they come from a diverse background. As far as the MBA IDM program is concerned, the candidate must be a graduate in any BE or BTech degree, or B Arc, or a B Bachelor of Planning from a recognized university. And or the other criteria is to have a minimum of 1 year of work experience in an infrastructure consultancy company, energy, real estate sector, or a logistics and supply chain sector. As far as the MBA Business Analytics program is concerned, a candidate must have a minimum of 2 years of full-time work experience post your graduation. So if you are someone who has an internship experience or a freelancing experience, that unfortunately won't be counted as your full-time work ex. Uh, so that's pretty much about it. Moving on to the next slide.
Also, Kushagra, before moving ahead, you talked about the batch profile, right, and the interesting people that we see on the cohort, right? I would like to share an example. My roommate is has done bachelor's in hotel management, right, and I have done bachelor's in mechanical engineering. So we were doing a project together. It was for research methodology. That's one of our subjects, and the interesting perspectives that came along. I was talking about more logical and framework kind of the pathway, but at the same time he brought in the presentation side of things and how to actually go about structuring your thought in a way that the other person actually understands it smooth, in a seamless way. So that actually adds a totally new perspective from what I've been exposed to in my bachelor's. So that's something that is very important, and SMHRD caters to it very well in a very interesting way, right? So yeah, go. Let's move ahead.
Yes, absolutely. So, this is a slide which I personally think is something that all of us look for when we are searching for a B school, and I'm going to walk you through it. So, this is the placement highlights for the MBA core program. The summer placements, as you can see, the highest stipend was 4.5 lakhs, the average stipend was 2.37 lakhs, and the median stipend was 2 lakhs. For the final placements, the highest CTC was 35.9 lakhs per annum. The average CTC was 21.47, and the median CTC was 20 lakhs per annum. Now, moving on, for the placements of MBA in Business Analytics, the summer placements, the highest stipend was 3.2 lakhs, the average stipend was 1.33 lakhs, and the median stipend was 1.1 lakhs. And as you can see, for the final placements, the highest CTC was 25.6 lakhs per annum. The average CTC was 20.25. The median was 20 lakhs per annum. Moving on for the placement highlights of MBA in Infrastructure Development and Management. The summer placements, the highest stipend was 3.5 lakhs, the average stipend was 0.84 lakhs, and the median stipend was 0.6 lakhs. For the final placements, the highest stipend was 21 lakhs per annum, the average CTC was 14.17, and the median was 13.6. Now, guys, let me ask you a question. What is your dream company? And I need every one of you to be interactive and put down your dream companies in the chat box. Okay, we have one, Google. I feel like Google is everyone's dream company. Come on, guys, don't be shy. HUL. Okay, wonderful. We have some responses coming in. So I will walk you through our next slide. These are the list of the recruiters who come on campus. And let me tell you something in the beginning, this list is not exhaustive, but I wanted to give you a glimpse of who we have on campus for our summer and final placements. So if you find your dream company somewhere over here, perhaps SCMHRD is the place for you.
Right. Also, I think very interesting, no matter what field or sector you are interested in, right from consulting to pharma to, FMCG, you see everything here. So it's a very holistic list, I think. And again, this is not exhaustive, so there's more. So pretty nice. And I see few people saying Mahindra and Mahindra, Tata's, ABG, right? So a lot of these we can see here as well. So yeah,
Yeah, Tanmay, I think before
yeah,
you move ahead, I have
uh,
someone who's asking a question. Sayed, I started preparing from last 1 week, and can someone crack the SNAP exam who's preparing full time as 70 days left? Is it possible? My profile is 997. Sure, Sayed. You just have to go in with the right strategy. First of all, you have to get hang of the topics that are asked in the SNAP examination. You have to understand what all topics can be covered. You have to historically look at what all topics have been asked prominently in the exam. Accordingly, you have to develop your strategy. You have to identify your strengths and weaknesses after giving a certain number of mocks, and then accordingly build your strategy around it. So it doesn't matter if you have like you still have a lot of time left. So I think you can do well in snap examination.
Absolutely. There's a lot of time left. So take things at your own pace and you will be able to identify what is your perfect fit strategy. Moving on, I will like to walk you through what life at SCMHRD basically looks like. Now, we all know one major fact about MBA is that the it is a sort of space which deals with a lot of academics, a lot of rigor. You will probably encounter things that you have never done in your life before, but even apart from that, there is a whole life ahead of you, and I would like to walk you through what life at SCMHRD looks like. So uh, we have with academics we have a lot of emphasis on culture integration, and that being said, I would like to give you an example by saying how we just had a Garba night the other day. And would you like to share your experiences, Kushan, Tanmay, regarding the same?
I think Tanmay is not that not that good at answer. I think he should learn from us, but I think he can do better at Garba. But it was fun. It was overall a very fun night for us. After a very long time, we got to spend time together, and we got to speak to our friends, and then we had a lot of fun that night.
So we have a lot of events that take place on campus. We had Onam celebration, we had Ganesh celebration. With that, we have 14 clubs and committees on campus, which are entirely student driven. So basically, it's the students who manage the entire end to end process of all the events involved. I, Tanmay, and Kushagra, we are part of the admissions and PR team. So if you do happen to appear for the GEPI process next year, you'll probably be seeing our faces, walking you through the entire process. And we have different committees on campus. If you are somebody who wants to, who is very much into performing arts or music, we have the cultural committee. If you are somebody who is very much into sports, we have the sports committee. If you are somebody who wants to have a first-hand experience on how to organize or manage an event, we have NEEV, which is actually our college fest. So we provide a lot of experience in different fields for students who are on campus.
Right. And to add on to that, I think any interest that you might have, right, and that you wanna nurture during those 2 years of your MBA life, we cater to that. You're into sports, we have something for you. You're into cultural stuff, we have something for you. You have, say, you are into photography, videography, storytelling. Again, a club or committee that caters to the same. So holistically, we cover all of that. In fact, in some of the pictures also, you can see. I can talk about the second picture. It was a walkathon that we had. The Symbiosis institutes conducted together. Then the third picture I can see is the Scribble Day, which is again for our seniors and the contributions they made to our life, the difference they made to our life. So a holistic environment at campus. Let's move to the next slide. I would like to talk about the facilities now. So I'm assuming all of you are into fitness, or if not, you would like to be fitness, right? Everybody wants to be fit. I was of the same mindset, right? Lost sort of my touch into gymming and all of that right before joining SMHRD. But here I got plenty of opportunities to get back into that. So you have, if you're into fitness, you have gymnasium, sports arena, a yoga center dedicated for the same. Swimming pool is another place that a lot of my friends hang out. So that's there. A dedicated health center to take care of you 24/7. Moreover, we have a library which has holistic sort of resources, both online and offline. Any major book publishing house you can think of, Penguin Books, McGraw Hill. You take the name Oswald Books. We have a tie-up with them for online resources. And again, the offline resources is quite wholesome. So library is one of my again go-to places for any research or any doubts that I want to clarify. Another favorite is the cafeteria. You will always find me sitting in the cafeteria. Kushagra and Nyasa, what about you guys? What's your favorite place to hang out?
I want to talk about something that's not on the slide here. I would like to talk about the mess food. I personally like dal chawal a lot. A lot of you might disagree with this, but it's actually to die for. It's actually the yummiest dal chawal I've ever had in the last 1 or 2 years. What about you, Nasa?
That's definitely opinion. Personally, I really like cold coffee from Alban Katta, and yeah, I think I probably have it every single day.
That's amazing, guys. That's amazing. So you guys can see we basically, Kushagra has his own favorites. Nyasa has her own favorites, and basically we have a list of we have a buffet that caters to all of us. So that's the that's the set of facilities that you get at SMHRD Pune. Let's talk about alumni now, right? So alumni, as I mentioned earlier too, it's been 30 plus years, and alums are our pride. They are our legacy. And one of the alums that I would like to talk about is Mr. Vikas D. Nahar. So you guys must have heard of the Indian Premier League, right? The IPL. One of the teams that goes by the name of Rajasthan Royals. This title sponsor was a company called Happy Low, which was founded by Mr. Vikas D. Nahar, our very own alumni. So that is the kind of alums that we have. That is the kind of gems that we have gained over time, and they are present across various industries, across various positions. And again, that helps the entire ecosystem to level up and provide platforms to its current students. Right. So you can again see these are few of the alums that we could include on our slide, but there are many more. And again, you can visit our website to dive deeper into where all different in like in what all different sectors and companies we are present. So that is something that you should definitely look out for. Let's move ahead now. And I think we have had a quite, we have given quite a few minutes to SCMHRD. Now let's talk about Snap, the gateway to SCMHRD, right? So here's a quick quiz for you all. We would all request you to, quickly scan the QR code on your screen, and you'll have 9 minutes. There'll be 9 questions, no negative marking, so you can just go all out, attempt all the questions, and we'll have very exciting prizes for the top performers, right? So I would quickly request you all to scan the QR code and start with the quiz. We'll start the timer at 8:06 sharp, right? Yeah, Kushagra, Nyasa, you guys can chime in.
Sure, guys. I think this is a very interesting quiz for you all. It will just prepare you for the SNAP examination. Just give you a little bit hands-on experience of the SNAP examination. So I think this is going to be very interesting for you guys, and we have something very exciting for you towards the end of this presentation. The top two winners will obviously be getting some exciting prizes. So stay tuned for that. I think Tanmay, in the meanwhile, I think what we can do is we can answer a few questions in the chat box. Sakshi Gupta is asking a question: will my internship be counted as work experience? Unfortunately, not, Sakshi. So internship experiences does not count as a full-time work experience. If you have worked in a particular organization as a full-time role after graduation with proper documentation, only those are considered. However, internship still adds value to your profile as a whole. If you are a fresher, it does add value to your profile. You can obviously add more to it. You can do certain domain-specific courses. If you're interested in marketing, you can take up certain courses, online courses. If you're interested in finance, you can maybe learn about different functions of finance, and maybe that's how you can build your profile. But internship experience, unfortunately, doesn't count as your full-time work experience.
Right. And I would also like to add something. People who are into, who are working professionals, who are doing a job currently, make sure you have the, offer letter. And once you leave the organization, the experience letter as well. Also keep handy the last 3 months salary slips, or ideally all the salary slips, because those will be required for proof and validation, as a proof and validation in the future steps of the process for, different colleges. So, and SCMHRD as well. So those things should be kept in mind. I see a few people struggle around that time for the receipts, salary slips, and the experience letters. So make sure you have that in the back of your mind. Kushagra, do you see any other interesting question that we could take?
I think most of the questions have been answered. Yeah, can you share your preparation strategy? Sakshi Gupta asks this question. Okay, Sakshi. So as I said earlier, that I took around 4 to 5 months to prepare for the SNAP examination, and I initially just learned about the topics that are there that can be asked in different sections of the SNAP examination. I took notes of that, and then I analyzed if my where do my areas of strength are, and which section do I find the most difficult. So accordingly, I built a strategy around it. I dedicated certain number of hours to those particular topics. Post that, I started attempting mocks, and then I got even better experience of my strengths and weaknesses. So again, attempting as many mocks as possible is the way to go for you. To be honest, that's how you will understand uh, what are your strengths and weaknesses. What about you, Tanmay?
Yeah, well, cannot agree more with your strategy. I think that's that's probably the right way to go about it. One more thing I would like to highlight is I really took help from sectional mocks, right? So in the snaps, in the snap exam also we'll talk about the syllabus, but there are few topics that I struggled with, and for that sectional mocks really worked for me. So that was my, apart from obviously full length mocks and having a comprehensive strategy, sectional mocks were also something that really, elevated my preparation.
Additionally, just to add on to your point, Tanmay, I think what I did apart from that is that I always used to keep a timer. even during a full length mock, I used to keep a timer next to me so that I can understand how much time I'm taking in a particular section. So I used to have a set target in my mind that I have to complete. Let's say, for example, a general English section. I have to complete it in less than 7 to 8 minutes, and then accordingly, I used to allot a number of minutes to each section, and that actually helped me, you know, manage my time better through the mocks that I gave, and eventually, I actually helped. It actually helped me towards my SNAP examination as well.
Also, since we are talking about mocks, should we also tell them that we also offer something very interesting along the lines of mocks,
Absolutely, that.
right? So, SCMHRD's admissions and PR team also has an event that goes by the name of MBA Rookie, and there you'll find daily, 10-minute mocks on social media platforms like Instagram, Telegram, etc. And then you can have a quick 10 minute practice every day. And the towards the end, whoever will be the winners, who will be attempting most of the mocks, who will be attempting most of the mocks daily and performing well in them, they'll be given three full length and three sectional mocks. So again, very interesting opportunity there. You can follow us certainly on all the platforms, the admissions and PRT. The QR code will also be shared with you towards the end. So definitely scan that. We'll again give you a quick reminder for the same. Also, I think about 5 minutes are over. So manage your time accordingly.
Guys, how do you find the test so far? How prepared do you think you are?
I think I see one question in the chat, which is my marks are not up to the mark in the mock exams. How do I do better? So I think that's a very relatable situation for me too. My mock scores were also kind of used to fluctuate a lot. But then again, I had some trust in myself, my capabilities, my competencies around aptitude. Moreover, practice makes a person perfect, right? So a low score in the mock is great learning opportunity. So work on those areas. Identify what silly mistakes you made, what can be improved. I think that is the way to go about it. That's what worked for me. So that is what I would recommend to you as well. Also, guys, if you're done with the quiz, just let us know in the chat. Uh, and I think just be quick because the time is running. So you will have to submit on time.
So I see somebody asking for those who have graduated in July 2025, they have 0% work X till December. Will it affect also if students done a part-time job in this July, November, can it be considered as work X? So first of all, you need a full-time work experience if you want to be considered for the business analytics program. You need 24 months of work experience for IDM. You either need to have a degree in BTech, BArc, or a work ex of 1 year in a relevant field. But if you're somebody who is trying for the MBA core program, you just need to have the eligibility of having 50% marks in your undergraduation. So I would like to tell you that I'm a fresher myself. I finished my graduation in May of 2024, and I took a gap year and I appeared for the SNAP exam, and here I am. So it is not something that's going to affect you a lot. You just need to clear the SNAP exam and then the GEPI process.
Right, and I would like to quickly emphasize that we have last 1 minute left, so please be quick and submit your quiz. I see a, I think Pratham wrote in the chat, planning for MBA in finance. Ajay, just a quick again reminder, just 30 seconds, guys. Please be quick. Planning for MBA in finance, great, Pratham, great opportunity. You'll get awesome, opportunities at SMHRD as well, in particularly in finance. You'll see various scholarships and tie-ups for CFA, and all of those courses, certifications that certainly boost your profile. So all of those are possible. And yeah, I think meanwhile, the time is over for the quiz. So we'll close it now. Thank you so much, everybody, for participating. Let's move ahead to the slides.
All right, guys. Now that I hope that you've found the quiz very interesting, we'll talk about the SNAP examination. We will talk about the three sections that are there in the SNAP examination. First being the general English section, which has 15 questions. The analytical and logical reasoning section having 25 questions, and the quantitative data interpretation and data sufficiency section having 20 questions. So each question carries 1 mark. If you mark the right answer, you will get 1 mark for it, and if you mark the incorrect answer, you will be penalized 0.25 marks for it, minus 0.25 marks. So the entire test duration is for 60 minutes. SNAP, as you all know, is a very time-based, speed-based exam, and you have to attempt 60 questions in 60 minutes. Although you do not have to make a conscious effort of attempting all the 60 questions, you have to first understand which questions are you the most comfortable with, and the questions that you find the most difficult, you can take it up later once you've completed the questions that you find easy, and the questions that you find moderately okay. After that, as we can see, you have 3 attempts. So SNAP examination gives you 3 chances to get into your dream college. And the interesting thing about this examination is that the best of those 3 attempts will be considered for your evaluation for further selection processes. So I suggest you guys to attempt all the 3 attempts. Moving on to the next slide. Yeah, so we just like to reiterate that SNAP registration closes on the 20th of November, and the SCMHRD registration closes on the 5th of December. Additionally, the SNAP test is conducted on 3 different dates. So as I said earlier, that there'll be 3 attempts, and 3 attempts are taken on 3 different dates. The first being on the 6th of December, the second SNAP examination on the 14th of December, and the third SNAP examination on the 20th of December. And the result date, something that people are most awaited for, will be announced on the tentatively announced on 9th of January. Yeah, moving on to the next slide. I saw someone asking in the comment section, what are the common topics in SNAP and CAT, and what are the differences? Okay, so as you can see, this is not an exhaustive list of topics that are asked for in the SNAP examination. We have a wide range of topics, and these list of topics actually cover some topics which are not commonly asked in the CAT examination. As you can see, vocabulary, reading comprehension, grammar and sentence correction. Then we have the analytical and logical reasoning section, which has puzzles, coding, decoding, blood relations, syllogisms, clocks and calendars. So these are some of the topics that you won't prominently find in the CAT examination. And analytical and logical reasoning was that one section which I found the most interesting, and since it has the most number of questions in the SNAP examination, me coming from an analytical background, pursuing an MBA in business analytics right now, this was something that this particular section is something that I found the most interesting. And Additionally, we have the quantitative and data sufficiency section, which has three main components: arithmetic, algebra, and then we have the data sufficiency section, which includes your tables, graphs, and charts. What about you? What about you, Nyasa and Tanmay? Which section do you find the most interesting?
For me, it was general English. I general English and analytical and logical reasoning. Uh, Even in that, I really liked solving problems with clocks and calendars because I think that they were really fun. What about you, Tanmay?
Well, typical engineer. I like quants, and I had some forte in English, so those two were my go-to sections.
Any favorite topics?
Yeah, I liked algebra, geometry, all of those things. I like to play with numbers that way. So yeah, those things. PNC also. Yeah, probability.
What about you, Kush?
So for me, clocks and calendars and blood relations was something that I found the most interesting, and I like to call it bloody relations, to be honest, because it's very very challenging, and to crack those particular questions in a span of 60 minutes is not that easy. But I'm always up for challenges, and I hope you guys are so. Also, guys, I think you can take a screenshot of this particular slide if you want to take notes of these particular topics. I would just like to reiterate that this is not an exhaustive list. These are the topics that are most prominently asked in the SNAP examination. So I want you guys to take a screenshot of this particular slide. We'll move on to the next slide, guys. So now we'll talk about certain myths, and I hope you guys might have come across certain myths regarding the SNAP examination. The first myth that is stated here is that SNAP does not have a sectional cutoff. Your overall score matters, and lengthy passages are something that are not asked for in the SNAP examination. Mostly, it consists of short reading comprehension that is more focused towards vocabulary and grammar. SNAP is just like CAT. That's not entirely true. SNAP is a speed-based exam. It's a strategy-based exam, whereas CAT is more focused on analysis. Uh, and you need to attempt all questions. Guys, again, I would like to reiterate that you don't have to attempt all the 60 questions. You have to analyze your strengths and weaknesses, and accordingly, you have to because see, each question carries 1 mark, and there's a penalization of 0.25 marks. So you have to be smart enough to understand which questions are you most comfortable with and which questions do you find the most difficult. Accordingly, you have to develop a strategy around it. Only engineers can crack Snap. I think, Tanmay, would you like to bust that myth for us?
Well, not the ideal guy. I'm an engineer, so not yes, but yes, certainly. Yeah. I think around in the batch profile also we mentioned we showed a graph. Around 45% of the students in the batch are freshers for the MBA core program. So and for the other programs also the numbers are similar. So a very healthy mix of batch of people from different bachelors. So both engineers, non-engineers, we both flourish together. So yeah, that has been my experience here, and I have a lot of friends who tease me that you are an engineer, but I got a more higher percentile than you got. So I get teased like that all the time. So yeah, certainly, it's the SNAP exam is quite student friendly, and I think it's equally suitable for both engineers, non-engineers. Yeah.
I
And I'm
mean,
actually an example of it because I have done my bachelor's in BA psychology and I am not an engineer and I have cracked Snap. So, yeah, here to bust the myth.
also, guys, I cannot lay more emphasis on the fact that mocks are very much important for you. I personally attempted close to 25 to 30 mocks before actually attempting the SNAP examination. That made me understand how I can manage my time well, how I am doing in particular sections, which are the topics that are most interesting to me. So attempting as many mocks as possible is the way to go for you. Only then you will be able to maximize your score and you'll be able to attempt as many questions as possible in the span of 60 minutes. So time management is something that you'll have to learn over a period of time. and attempting as many mocks as possible is very important for you. Moving on to the next slide.
Yes, so these are some of the insights that we have compiled together, which will perhaps help you crack the SNAP exam. So, one of the major things or the key factor about the SNAP exam is that it is a speed and accuracy based exam. It's not like your other entrance exams. You really need to develop the skill, you need to develop the speed, you need to develop the accuracy for it. And while doing that, at the same time, you have to handle or gain the skills of time management, because again, it's 60 questions in 60 minutes, so you need to be very prompt with your answering and you need to be absolutely accurate with it. Now, coming on to mental resilience. Now, I can say this from my personal experience that once you give a lot of mocks, you reach a stage where there isn't a lot of results. You are not seeing active results in your preparation, and that is the moment you feel a bit stagnant in your preparation. But that is the time frame where you need to develop the sort of mental resilience and keep the consistency going, have that discipline, and just keep on giving as many mocks as you can, because in the hindsight it's going to help you a lot. So that's very important for you to build that mental resilience. Strategic attempting. Now, after you have attempted a lot of mocks, you realize what parts are your strength, what topics are something that you can absolutely are at the edge of your fingertips, and you can attempt that them as you look at them, and you sort of plan how you want to solve the mock basically. And the practice is going to make you feel like you are giving the mock on the final day of exam. You'll be so prepared after giving the mocks, it'll almost feel like, oh, it's just a trial run, and you'll breeze through it. And last, as we have been reiterating multiple times, that it's very essential for you to practice as many mocks as possible. So, yeah, mock intensive practice is something that you should really subscribe to if you are preparing for the SNAP exam.
I would just like to address one comment here by Utkarsh. Love the pictures of cat and dog memes. Yeah, actually, that was my idea. I came up with that, and I'm glad someone noticed.
Okay, moving on. Now, I will walk you through what the admission process at SCMHRD looks like. So, we had shown you the 3 dates of the SNAP exam where you can appear for the exams. Now, the SNAP score that you receive from those exams will be scaled down to 50. And after that, you will receive a shortlist for the GEPI process, within which the PI holds 40% of the marks of the final grade and the group exercise holds the 10%. Now, I would like to tell you all that only those candidates who have appeared for all the components that are mentioned on this slide will be considered eligible for the merit or the wait list of SCMHRD. And you might see that it usually is GDPI, or what's the difference in group exercise basically. So in a group discussion, you are sort of given a topic, and it's a very formatted framework where you are given a topic and you have to give a logical input into why you feel a certain way about that topic. But in a group exercise, what we are actually trying to gauge is how you work in a team setting. How are your teamwork skills? And this is something very essential. And it's honestly, the entire process is quite fun. And for PI, you might be thinking PI means personal interview, but here we have personal interaction. It's because personal interview is slightly bit formal, but personal interaction is like a communication. Whatever you say is going to go forward like a conversation. Everything will be built upon what you have previously said. And in this process, we are basically trying to gauge how you react to different situations.
Right. Interesting insights, Nyasa. Also, I would say have a very good introduction and streamline your first few answers because that sets the tone for the entire interaction. So, although the interaction is very candid, we don't want to test you for stress. We just want you to come up with your honest, self and share what are your competencies, strengths, and all that. But yes, it's very important to streamline the interview, and for that, introduction, first few answers are very, very important. So, in fact, like I mentioned about brands, so my interaction went along the lines of what all I know about brands, comparing them, and all of that. That was one. I think a friend of mine, my roommate, was sharing his experience, and his interaction was quite different. He was tested on quick thinking because he mentioned that he's into that. So I think interesting things. Make sure you streamline your interactions, interviews, and practice for this also. Obviously, this comes to at a later stage. The first is Snap. So yeah, anything, Kushal, you would like to add?
Yeah, so the only thing that I have to say is that my personal interaction was quite fun. To be honest, I was asked questions about my work experience, my areas of interest. So I spoke about cricket. I spoke about running my own YouTube channel where I create content. So that was something that I spoke about, and based on that, I was asked follow-up questions related to marketing, which is my area of interest, and then how I want to transition into the field of analytics. So you have to have a proper reasoning for that as well, for getting into a particular specialization. So if you have your thoughts aligned properly, you will be going through.
Amazing. So everybody in the chat, we want to ensure you that we see your questions and we'll be coming to them very quickly. But now I think enough talking on our part. Let's do something for you guys. Can we have the next slide, please? Yeah, so this is the gateway to SMHRD, that is the SNAP exam. And, take it from us, the official link to the SNAP official website. Quickly scan this or take a picture, save it with yourself, because this is the official medium for the same. You'll quickly scan the QR code on the screen on the left, and then you'll have to fill in your basic details. Then you'll have to make the payment. After making the payment, you'll get the second page, that is selecting the programs of different symbiosis colleges. So make sure you check box all the three programs offered by SMHRD, right? As you can see on the right side of the screen, we have the MBA SMHRD program, then MBA Infrastructure Development and Management, then MBA Business Analytics SMHRD, right? So as per the eligibility, make sure you tick all the relevant programs to you. And we've already showed you the batch profiles and the placement stats. So probably you'll be interested in all of them. So make sure you tick mark all of those check boxes. Also, if you have any doubts regarding Snap form filling, please let us know on the chat box. We'll be very happy to clear it here itself. Or if you face any queries later on, feel free to mail it to us, right? The mail IDs will be shared towards the end of the session. And they are also available on our SMHRD's website. So yeah, you can mail your queries to us at any time. And for now, we'll urge you to quickly just scan this QR code and save it with yourself, or quickly register, ideally.
So what you guys can do is that after you scan the QR code, you can probably bookmark that particular URL and register for the SNAP examination and for three programs at your earliest convenience.
Right. Also, if you have any quick doubts around how to fill the Snap form, just we'll wait for a minute. And if you have anything, you can just let us know in the chat. We'll clear it here itself. All right. Well, in the interest of time, we'll move ahead. The YouTube live will be available as a recording, so you can anyway, refer to it later on as well. Yeah. So now this is something very interesting, and I want you guys to pay extra attention here, because this is an outstanding opportunity. Now, why I say that? Why I emphasize so much on this particular thing? So this is Stratazil 2.0. This is our admission and PR team's case competition, under the SMHRD. And this is a very good opportunity exclusively for the MBA aspirants, right? So, so basically, there'll be three stages, right? The stage one is an aptitude quiz. You guys are already preparing for aptitude exams, so quiz should not be an issue. Then there will be a case solving workshop and the case launch. So we understand that you guys don't know about case competitions. So we'll, so sorry, we'll have a workshop with a person who has a good amount of experience with the same. right, who have accolades in this area of case competitions, right? They'll come with us on the workshop and handhold you to understand what frameworks are important, how to make a presentation, how to present it, you know. So all of those things will be cleared out for the aspirants. Then there will be the case launch, right? And Kushal, would you take forward this slide? Yeah.
Sure, Tanmay. So I would just like to tell you guys that it also adds a lot of value to your CV because you learn about certain real life skills, certain skills related to business, about certain domain specific skills. You will come across three different tracks: the general track, MBA core program, the business analytics track, and the IDM track as well. So you learn about the different nitty gritties of certain business functions. You learn how these functions actually work in the real life. So when you actually come for your MBA program at SCMHRD, you will already have participated in this particular competition. So you will find it very easy participating in future competitions as well. And there are so many companies that come up with case competitions and they offer you a pre-placement opportunity as well. So this is the way forward, guys. This is something that is very beneficial for you guys when you come for an MBA program, and we are giving you an opportunity to participate in one before you join your MBA program.
Yeah, and we would also like to hear Nyasa, what's your perspective on the case competitions?
Yeah, definitely. So when I came to SCMHRD, I absolutely had no idea about what case competitions are. And it was genuinely a new experience, but I sort of wished I had something, some prior knowledge to what it would be. Because when you come to a B school, case competitions almost consume all of your time. Apart from classes, case competitions are something that consume all of your time, and it would have been a really great opportunity to have something like this. Last year, I think, Tanmay, you did participate in Stratazil, and so I wish I had, because I do believe that it is such a great opportunity for people to know how case competition basically works like. And since we're having the case solving workshop, we can actually people can actually have access to what frameworks and how to approach these cases. So yeah, I do believe that it's a wonderful opportunity.
Right. In fact, talking about my last year's experience, I could not make it to the final workshop, and it all streamlined my thought process. And then later on, of them in my interaction. So that gave me another very interesting point. So certainly for freshers, I would say it makes for a very interesting talking point, right?
And guys, when Tanmay speaks, you listen because he has participated in so many case competitions. He's like uh, he's like a father figure to us, to be honest, because he's participated in so many case competitions. And whenever we need help with any particular presentation deck, we go to him.
Yeah, just to thanks for those words, Kushagra. I didn't really know you thought of me that way, but interestingly, yeah. Also, if you face this QR code takes you to Unstop, right? So if you face any difficulty in filling the Unstop form, again, let us know in the chat, or you can send your query to us on the email IDs that we'll share short. Maybe we can stay on this slide for a minute more and maybe take up a few questions, right?
In the meantime, guys, please go ahead, scan the QR, grab this opportunity, because you are going to gain so much uh, information and basically experience in advance regards to what a case competition actually looks like.
I see one question: at what time of the year do each new batch start? So it starts around June every year. So that's that. Um, Other than that, as such, there's no weightage of workings in the selection criteria. But then again, if you have workings, you get to talk about you get to talk about it, you get to share those perspectives and what all you learned there. So that makes for an interesting conversation. Again, freshers can also talk about interesting things. You can participate in case competitions and talk about that. So it's about what, how interestingly you present yourself in those few minutes that you get with a panelist of an interaction. So yeah, no direct weightage, but indirectly you have something interesting to talk about. That's that. I guess we can move ahead to the next slide now. On Unstop also, you can search for Stratazil 2.0 and again find us. Yeah, so I guess we are already doing Q&A. Let's move to the next slide. We briefly touched upon MBA Rookie, which is one of our events of the admissions and PR team. And there we do daily, mocks and questions practice. So to access that, you'll have to follow us on our different social media handles. The Linktree link is available right here. You can scan it. It will take you to various platforms that we are available at, and you'll find out that we're probably available everywhere. That you use. You use Telegram or LinkedIn, Instagram, YouTube. We are present everywhere. So certainly follow us on all of those platforms. We have very interesting campaigns coming up as well. So 99 percentiles club, there's a campaign like that where we take all the 19% plus percentiles from SCMHRD Pune, and they talk about their experience, what worked for them, what did not work for them. I think Nyasa, you could highlight other campaigns also that aspirants might find very useful.
Yes, so we also have GEPI diaries, which is around the time where GEPI actually happens, and you get tips from our students from SCMHRD, and they tell you how their process basically was and what tricks they used and what was their state of mind and the framework sort of they followed to prepare for the GEPI process. So that is again something that you should look forward to.
Okay, guys, I think I can see a question. What are the job roles offered in sales and marketing? Sakshi Gupta asks that question. So some of the roles that are offered for sales and marketing are area sales manager, territory sales manager, product marketing manager, product manager, and also marketing analyst. Again, these are some of the roles, prominent roles that are offered for students who are pursuing an MBA in sales and marketing. And you can refer to our placement report for more information.
Yeah, certainly. There are there are many roles, in fact, a plethora of those, right from area sales manager to like the ones you mentioned, category manager, etc. So yeah, certainly refer to the placement report. You'll find in a more detailed list of roles that we basically offer. Uh, let's just quickly take questions. I think we're done with the slides. We can take the questions and address if there's any left. I can see one. Is Snap easier than Cat? Interesting question. So easier would be the wrong way to go about it. I would rather say it's more student friendly in the sense that you get 3 attempts, right? You don't have to be dependent on if it's your day or not. You get 3 attempts. Plus, it's 60 minutes, 60 questions. So you are really tested on your speed and quick thinking, which as far as I'm aware, other exams don't do. So that is again makes it stand out. Further, you get the freedom to choose the section, right? And there's no fixed time limits. So that is freedom with responsibility. So I think Snap is a very unique exam in that sense. How's your MBA life so far? Let's go, guys. Let's talk about how's it going for us. We are, I think, 3.5 months old now in our first years, right? So
Yes.
you guys go ahead, and then I'll share mine.
So, so far my MBA has been wonderful. You get to meet people from so many different educational backgrounds, and you get to sit with them and actually talk about how their trajectory of their life has been like. And again, you do case competitions together, and you talk about a lot of stuff. You have academics. Personally, somebody who is coming from a BA psychology background, I'm learning about a lot of subjects I have not studied before, and the experience is very exciting. And yeah, it has been a really good experience so far.
Personally, I mean, it has been a roller coaster ride for me. You have to strike the right balance between having fun and actually doing things that you come for when you come for an MBA. So, I mean, I met some interesting people here. I am about the admissions and PR team, so we work on certain campaigns. Additionally, we participate in so many case competitions, and yeah, we hang out at different spots at various times of the day. So it's all fun for us.
Yeah, I think my story is very similar. Obviously, SMHRD has great, opportunities and facilities here. But the people I've met here are the real highlights, are the real gems. I've made so close friends in such a short time. Admissions and PR team is very close to my heart. My friends at my hostel, they have been very supportive in, helping me adapt to this new place when I came early on. So certain people were the, gems that I found here. And that is something I want to keep with me, probably after my MBA gets over as well. Also, I think I saw one doubt. Utkarsh was asking if while registering on Unstock, he was asking about what to fill in the organization section, right? So you can obviously, the team has answered your query, right? You can enter your college name, but if you don't find a college name there, in that case, you can fill the other option, right? So other, my college is not listed, or other, my organization, my company is not listed. You will find these two options also, and accordingly, you can fill that and move ahead in the form. Yeah, I think we can. It's time now to announce the winners as well, right? So, Nyasa, would you like to go ahead and announce the top two?
Yes, absolutely. So we have two winners right now, and you can clearly see that you've got your preparation under wonderful, wonderful job. So the first winner is Tanvi. Congratulations. And the next is Dharamraj Thakur. Wonderful job, guys. Clearly, you've been working hard.
Congratulations, guys. Well done. Well done.
Congratulations, everyone. We would just like to inform you that you have to keep checking your inbox because we have some interesting prizes for you. So keep checking that inbox and yeah, stay tuned for more.
Right. Any other quick doubts we can take? I would love to take them. Uh, Your most challenging experience so far? Well, interesting. I think this answer will be different for everybody. For me, again, it was more around adaptability. When I came here, again, I had to rely on people. I had to find my people here. So that was one challenge where I took some time to adapt to this new place and be get comfortable because MBA is rigorous. It really makes really sort of pushes you to make a 180-degree change in your personality. So certainly growth is there, but that comes with some rigor. And there, if you get a peer group, that really helps. So that was my challenge. What about you guys?
I think for me, it's definitely experiencing finance classes for the first time in my life, and it was truly an experience. Sitting through the first few classes, absolutely not knowing what's going on. But then again, the faculties were so supportive, and they really broke down the concepts for me from the basics, and just tells you how people here at SCMHRD are, like, from the faculties, from your peer groups to everybody present here. Everyone is so supportive, and yeah, it's definitely a very supportive environment.
For me, the most challenging thing was to step out of my comfort zone. But actually, I've met some very interesting people here in campus. I have Tanmay, I have Nyasa, who are part of the admissions and PR team. Additionally, I mean, I work on so many case competitions with different people, so you learn about their perspectives, you learn from their experiences, and it's fun to just hang out with these people. You see these people for like 14 to 15 hours in a day, so that's a lot of fun, and you get to do a lot of things together. So I mean, overall, the MBA experience is quite fun, guys. I think you should definitely be up for it.
Amazing, Kushagra and NASA. It was great to hear those. I guess it's time now. So, everybody, I would really like to thank you all for being so patient and to hear to us talk at length about Snap, about SMHRD. Thank you for being so interactive on the chat box. We love to interact, and your queries were also very interesting to answer. If you have left a few of them, please feel free to mail it to us. The email ID is mentioned right in front, admissioncell@scmhrd.in. smhrd.edu, right? We'll get back to you very, very soon if you'll send us the queries, right? So that being said, I just want to say thank you so much. We're grateful that we got this opportunity. And yeah, all the best to all of you. Hopefully, we'll see all of you in the admission process, right? And probably convert to SMHRD as well. So thank you so much once again.
Thank you so much, guys, for
Thank you
taking
so
up
much, guys.
on a Sunday evening. I know there's a match going on, so now that we're done with the session, you can tune into the match, and we hope to see you on campus very soon.
Thank you so much, guys, for being so patient throughout when you clearly know there is something awaiting you after this session. And thank you for being interactive, actually. And again, as